Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's a pick a card read about your love life, past, present and future. The past and the present part because for the deeper meaning behind it, for what's really going on behind that, not just straight up what happened, because you know that already, you know what's going on at the moment. It's for the wisdom behind that, right? And so I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. Crystal, the flower and the shell, each of them has got a deeper dive. That's for the future part of it. So if you find that the past and the present is your story, you might want to get that future part. If you do, toward the end of each of these readings, you'll see a link that pops up there for it. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below, where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you want? Do you want the crystal ball, this beautiful rose quartz? Would you like the flower, frangipani? Or the shell, whatever this is called, seashell. Take a pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there as well. It really helps me out. Leave a comment as well, even if it's just to say hi. If you don't want to share your personal stuff, I totally get that, but it really helps my channel out for YouTube, the YouTube algorithm, so they actually show people my videos. It would be great if you could do that for me. Take a few seconds out to click that like and to leave a comment. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell as well to hear more from me. I make 3 of these love pick a card reads a week. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to make it about, let me know in the comments below as well. I also do a daily energy update every single day of the year, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. So come to that sometime. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing that's down there, and you can click on set a reminder on that show, see when it is in your time zone. Come along, I'd love to see you in there. So there you go, enjoy your reading. Take your pick now, crystal, flower or shell, and I'll see you in there. If you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out about your love life, the past, the present and the future. In this video read, I'm going to do the past, I'm going to do the present, and if it sounds like it is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get the future part of it too, which will be in a deeper dive and extended reading. And so if you're interested in that toward the end of the reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some wisdom about your past in your love life and your future. Now this could be the past of any point in the past. It could be when you met the person, but it might be just a significant time in your past that's got something to do with this reading. We'll see. Let's get some cards out first for generalities. Hope. Have hope for this relationship. There is some hope. If you are losing hope in this relationship, there is some hope. So keep going with this. There's something for you in this relationship. Night magic. So something coming out of the blue, unexpected, in the middle of the night. It could be, but it could be. But I'm getting more of that, the concept of that, coming out of the blue. Something unexpected happening, the movement forward when you least expect it. Just as you'd kind of given up and thought nothing was happening, there is some hope there. Let's find out. So, the past. Tell us about Crystal's past in this connection. What's going on here? What was going on here? Okay. Well, it was looking very promising until I turned that card over. Ace of Cups. It's like, wow, this is the one. My heart's overflowing. I've got so much feeling for them, this person. It just feels so good. But the devil. Oh, but there's red flags there. The devil. Fears around it. There's some kind of red flags there. Maybe in you or maybe in the other person. There's something that holds you back from that. A devil kind of an energy. Maybe addiction, that kind of thing. It could be obsessive kind of thing. It could be, is this too good to be true kind of an energy. There's some wariness about this. Well, let's find out what that is in the past. So, conflicted kind of an energy right from the beginning there. It feels like when you just first met them, a lot of feeling there. But is that feeling, is it a warning sign? Is it kind of a love bomb kind of a warning sign? It could be that kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes, you know, things can be too good, can't they? And it can raise concerns within us. Ace of Cups. Tell us why the Ace of Cups is here. 2 of emotions. Ah, did they? Big love offer, maybe a little bit too soon. Maybe someone came in a little bit too full on, too soon. They met you and professed their love for you straight away or something like that. There is an element of love bombing behind this. A little bit too much, a little bit too soon. Now, this could have been you as well. You might have learned, I was a little bit too eager to get involved straight away in a love bomby kind of a way, instead of letting this grow and let myself get to know them, kind of falling in love with the imagination, who this person, who I imagine this person to be, because right when we meet them, we can't possibly have got that right. Our imagination isn't going to be right. We can kid ourselves, we can say it's intuition, and there might be a bit of intuition there, but until we get to know that person, you're giving red flags there of doing this. So it started off really too fast, is what this is saying. Maybe one of you, maybe both of you, and that's a red flag. What's behind that? You know, if these two cards came out together like that in the present, or if they came out together in the future part of it, that would be great. But because it's the past part of it, that it's raising warning signs for me there. Forgiveness. So you need to forgive yourself or forgive them. It was an unhealthy dynamic at the start. Too much, too soon. Not real. So it's also could be a narcissistic relationship as well, because narcissists will tend to love bomb. So it'll be too much, too soon, and then the relationship will get progressively worse as they reveal the true colors. Whereas healthy relationships start slowly, and you get to know each other properly. You don't fall for the image or the imagination of somebody who they could be, who you think that they're, who you wish they could, who you wish they were, your idealized version of them. You don't fall for that, right? Because that is the ego just making it up. So a healthy relationship, you'll actually get to know each other and love each other properly for who you actually are. Or decide, no, they're not for me, when they show you who they actually are. Whereas an unhealthy relationship, we get in there too fast. We fall in love with an idea of them. Then when they show themselves to not be that person, we think there's something wrong with that. Like, they're wrong. They did wrong by me. They didn't. They were being themselves. They were still being themselves. But you had an incorrect idea of them now. That's on you. So the devil, what is this devil about? Is this obsession? Is this too good to be true? Is this fears? Four of Voices, someone pulled back. That's healthy. Someone pulled back. This is the rest and recuperation. Let's give it a break. We have started this out. Someone had sense, didn't they? Was it you or was it them? Someone had some sense, or maybe it was an external influence, stepped in and said, hey, this is really unhealthy. Take a step back. I need a break. And you could have reacted to that negatively. It's actually a healthy thing to do, to take a step back there. This relationship started off too fast. I used to start relationships off too fast. Duality is behind that. So every bit of you both want to be with each other, and it feels so out of alignment to be apart. But it's actually for the best. While you calm yourselves down. Now, you either started this relationship off too fast, or the feelings were overwhelming too soon, and you had to take a step back from that, or someone had to take a step back from that and temper themselves. Because this relationship could be more than that. That could be the situation is here, is someone's taken a step back, giving it a rest, needing some space here. Even though a part of them really wants to be with you, or a part of you really wants to be with them, there's a lot of emotion involved in this, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Well, it's a good thing as long as it's tempered with the logic part of it as well. As long as it's balanced up with the logical part of it as well. So, wow. Okay. Tell us more about this past. So, yeah, you did have to let go. So someone's made the decision here to pull back. And if that was them, you could have really had a bad emotional reaction to that because of the amount of emotion involved here. I think we've got a very intense relationship going on here, crystals. Let me know in the comments below. A very intense one, which needs navigating very carefully. because of the intensity of the feelings. You've got to surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So you both had to kind of pull away from this to be healthy. Yeah, you either had all in energy or the feelings were just too much that you had to back off from each other. Surrender that for a while. Let me know which it is below. Which are you? This could be a relationship that hasn't got off the ground yet, but there was so much feeling there. You know, when you just like really, really feel a lot for someone that you can't even start the relationship off yet because you know that it's not healthy to do that. That kind of thing. What the hell is this? Kind of an energy. So is it one that's not got off the ground yet, or is it one that was too fast, too soon, you got involved? Very passionate kind of thing straight away and then had to pull away, or one of you pulled away, leaving the other one very confused as well. Got a lot of conflict, internal conflict kind of thing. Want to be with them, but it's not healthy to be with them right now. So you got speak your world into being and release your blocks. Okay, so there's two people here trying to manifest something. Speaking the world into being. Mirror images of each other. This is something that you're both trying to manifest, and then when it comes around you realize that there's some blocks to be released here. There's some kind of unhealthy behavior that shows up inside of you, inside of them, to be released. The blocks show themselves because this relationship could be more, is what I'm feeling. So you're both recognizing this is the relationship that you asked for. Yeah, it started off in some kind of an unhealthy way or with an unhealthy aspect about it. And so maybe you both have learned from the past of these unhealthy aspects. And so your red flags warning was waving, you know, and you both pulled back, or as I said, one person pulled back. Self-love. You've been learning about self-love. You know how to do it. To apply it in relationships is tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. Yeah. Oh, that one too. Caution. Got caution here. Caution, caution, caution. So there are red flags. And it's not necessarily meaning that there's red flags and so it's a toxic relationship. There's toxic aspects about it. You wouldn't have the devil out if there wasn't toxic aspects to this relationship. But it doesn't make you toxic people, right? It's just blocks. It's just things to be free of. There's just red flags to be noted in yourself, in them, to deal with first. A self-love card is suggesting to me that you already know something of this. So you've already experienced a bit of it in past relationships before. What else? What else in the past? Good timing. Oh, your paths crossed just at the right time. It seemed like it was all going to work out, that it was like, this is it. This is the one now. It's all going to be, it's just going to happen. You might have been telling your friends about it and your family about it. I've met the one. This is it now. And then for you to pull, or them to pull their energy away, it might feel very tricky, but it was good timing. You weren't incorrect about that. Absolutely was good timing. Really enjoy each other. Really having fun together. Making each other feel great. Yeah. Ace of Cups energy. But revenge. There's someone else in the picture here. There's something blocking it. There's some duality going on here. There's something muddy in the waters here. Revenge. There's someone else. There's someone else in the picture here. Didn't see that before. Blocking the way. Something to release first. Okay, so someone could have been trying to make a break for freedom out of another relationship by having an affair. It could be that for some of you. Well, let's find out what the current energies are, your present. So tell us about Crystal's present. Well, feeling very happy. Inner children coming out to play. Something being revealed. There's something being revealed right now. Is it your feelings? Something that's going to make you very happy. But there's the double-edged sword again. 3 of Swords. There's some pain involved in it. Whatever's coming to light right now, around this time, there's some pain involved in it, but there's justice involved in it too, the balancing it up. There's a shift happening at the moment. You might be finding out about it. If somebody has to let go of something, like a past relationship, it could be that that's happening at the moment. There's some pain involved in it though. Not out of those waters yet. That could be the reveal. Let's find out. What is being revealed at the moment? The sun, or about to be revealed. Sun. How come we've got the sun card out here? Tower. Something has fallen apart in somebody's life, and they're going to be letting you know. I feel like this is their energy, not your energy. Or a tower moment could be happening in your life. Something falling apart. You let them know about it. It actually makes them happy. This is one of those tower moments that is actually what you wanted to happen. Something falling apart from the past that you wanted to fall apart. So that is being revealed very shortly, or around now. That thing has fallen apart. Maybe you can be together now. What's behind that? Self-love and stripping illusions. So someone had to start loving themselves and stop fooling themselves. Someone was putting up with something instead of letting it fall apart, and they had realized that they had to love themselves and do the right thing by them and sort something out in their lives. And that's falling apart now. I feel like it's got something to do with this vengeful person here that wants to drop a rock on your head. So justice, Three of Swords. There's some pain involved with this though, this justice that's coming about here, the Tower moment. Why the Three of Swords? Ace of Emotions, but it makes you feel really good. It's bittersweet pain. It's what you want. You want this thing to fall apart, but there is pain involved in it, but it's right, you know? It's duality, isn't it? It's a mixture of things. You can see, this is what you want, but in the Tower moment, to get there, that change to get there, changes is behind that. The change to get there isn't necessarily all that sweet. There's a bit of sweetness to it. As always, you know, new starts, they always involve letting go of something, and it's rarely yippee, you know, great fun, the thing that we've got to let go of. It never is, in fact. It's always hard. So there's that duality, but it's what you want. It's what you both want, is what I'm feeling here. Tell us more about the present moment. So if you haven't heard about this change yet, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming up as the present moment. So it's very, very shortly. Around that now. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So you might be wanting to step in and push this Tower moment, but you can't. You've got, let there be closeness between you, that emotional closeness between you, but give them space to do this. Whoever's got that Tower moment going on, and it could be both of you. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So let the love be there, but let them go through this. Or you go through it. There needs to be space at the moment still. Trust them to play their part. If they truly want this, they will play their part in it, right? If you truly want this, you'll play your part too. So I'm needing to have trust in your person here. What else? Shine. But don't dog your shine while you're waiting. Be as shiny as possible. And know you are loved. Oh, they love you. Know that you are loved. They do love you. This person's making moves to be with you, is what it feels like to me. You are loved. Sweet. And you're certainly going to know that once this comes in. This news. I do feel like this is a reveal. Healing. And then you get into this healing part now. Healing your hearts. From this heartbreak. A healing phase. So it still might not be go, go, go time in this relationship, because then there's the Tower moments. It's maybe not the best time to be all systems go kind of thing, but you do have a soul connection. That emotional connection is very strong, so no wonder that passion and that Ace of Cups and the two emotions is there. This is a big relationship for you. So in this daydreamy phase right now, imagining all the great things that you can do together, but there's a healing phase. In other words, whoever's going through this Tower moment still needs some time after this to heal themselves, or around this time, needing that time to themselves to heal themselves from this. So it's not just I'm free now and I'm completely sorted with it all, so I'm ready for this relationship. It's more of a I'm free now, but oh, that was hard. And I just need to piece myself back together right now because I'm a bit of a mess. It's that kind of an energy. What else at the moment? A dream come true. This is a dream come true. This is exactly what I've been wanting. You're my dream person kind of an energy. A lot of fun together, very playful together. This is going to be a very promising relationship. The Sun card suggests that too, is it makes you and the children happy. But this is never enough. So someone's feeling not enough at the moment, not got enough to offer you at the moment. Kind of, yeah, they need to heal themselves. I feel like if your person's going through this tower moment at the moment, they're revealing it to you, or you're waiting for them to reveal it to you, that tower moment that you know that they need to have for you guys to be together. There's still some healing for them to do once they've done that, because they're feeling like not enough for you in that yet. They might be looking at you thinking, you're sorted, you're ready. Me, I'm not. I'm not up to that standard yet. I'm not good enough yet for crystals. Okay, so there you go. If that sounds like it is your story, or could be your story, crystals, you might want to get that deeper dive to get the future part of this. I'm just going to do the same thing again, but for the future. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch thing. You need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. And the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the crystal on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you will see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video, and it doesn't take you to a video right away. Then just try it on a different device, and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. I'd love to know what's going on in this relationship. Let me know. It really helps my YouTube channel out as well. Even if you don't want to share any of that personal stuff, just say hey. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. So if you've got any ideas of what you'd like me to do them on, let me know in the comments below. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear my other stuff too, which is a live show 3 times a week called Psychic Cafe, where I do mini reads in that. Would love to see you in there. You can find the next show by clicking on my Be Healing channel down there. You can see the next show laying in wait. Find out when it is in your time zone. Click on set a reminder on there as well. And I also do a daily energy update for the collective as well, every single day of the year. So check that out on my YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with this one. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out what's going on in your love life. Past, present, and future. The past and the present, of course, to get some clarity on it and some wisdom behind it. So the past part of it is going to be about a significant part of your past story together. It could be when you met, probably will be when you met, in fact, or another significant time in your past. Present, of course, is the present moment, and the future is going to be in the deeper dive. So if you find that this is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that future part of it in the deeper dive. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there toward the end of the reading, and there's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some cards out for generalities first of all of this union. Flowers love life. Tell us a little bit about Flowers love life here, please, guys. Flowers love life. Cards don't want to come out, so not much happening. Oh. And then cards came out and knocked your flower on the floor, and that's all a bit of a mess. And it's not that good of a card either. So this has been challenging, this relationship, obviously. Garden of the Night, Dark Night of the Soul. So triggering each other, bringing up stuff for each other. Yeah. Causing each other to face the darkness within, the things that aren't exactly going well in your life. So things that we're kind of glossing over, putting a smile on your face, putting up with. This person's come into your life, you've come into their lives, and you can't ignore that stuff anymore. So you've triggered each other to a dark night of the soul. This doesn't surprise me either. Soulmates. I was about to say, this could be twin flames. There isn't a twin flame card in this deck. It's just the soulmate card. So whatever term you want to use for it. But that's what we do, right? With our soulmates, with those people we've had the past lives with, we come into each other's lives, we trigger each other into some kind of a change. So you've got a soulmate that we're talking about here, They've triggered you in some kind of way. Can't ignore those things anymore. Got to do that work. Tell us about the past energies. So some significant time in the past in this connection. Tell us what was going on then. Knight of Swords. Started off fast, huh? Running towards you. Hasty kind of an approach. Either you approach them real fast, they approach you really fast. The Two of Wands, but a choice to be made. So there was some kind of a choice around this. Are you going to come and see me, or am I going to come and see you? You guys could have been at a distance. This could be like a connection, an online connection or online dating kind of a connection. Started off really fast, messages back and forth, but then there's this a choice of action to take. Who is going to make that first move? Are you going to come and see me, or am I going to come and see you? It's just what it feels like. There might be another choice about it like that, but definite crossroads. Who's going to take the action here? Who is going to do it? That's why it makes me feel like this Knight of Swords is just about information, swords, thoughts, communication, because that was fast. But for the choice of action, there's a bit of trepidation between about actually seeing each other, about actually taking that action is what I'm picking up on here. So the Knight of Swords, intuitively, wow, look at this, and the Moon as well. The High Priestess, there's an intuition about that. You hit it off. Was it an online connection? Let me know in the comments below. Knight of Swords, yeah, an intuitive knowing about each other. The Moon, so much unknown about each other, but there's a knowing there too. An emotional connection with each other. There's just like something clicked, didn't it? But death, something needs to end. Something significant needs to end first. Oh, someone's holding something back, some truth back. Okay. Shall I come to you, or shall you come to me? And then someone's being a little bit dodgy about it and holding back from that because there's something that they've not told you. There's something going on in their lives they need to put an end to. Is it you, or is it your person? I think it's your person. There's something that they didn't tell you. So they were being sheepish about coming to see you. They were just kind of putting it off. Even though the contact was still full on. They're like, well, they obviously like me and I like them, and we're hitting it off. Why is this action not being taken to actually go on a date to see each other? It's because they're hiding something. Or they just don't want you to know about something because they're putting an end to it. It might be something that they thought would end sooner than it did. I kind of feel like you know about it already now. Anyway, this is the past. You didn't know about it then. It just would have been confusing, right? Because there was a lot of joy. You're like, well, let's do this. What are you holding back for? And then that could have like raised your red flag alert. I'm like, well, why? Why aren't you coming here? Why aren't we going out on this date? What is going on? What aren't you telling me? Two of Wands. Why is there no action being taken here? Or who should? Or something like that. They could have been coming up with excuses as to why you should take an action or something like that rather than them. And that could have, yeah, as I said, triggered warning bells going off in your mind. Five of Inspiration. I need to practice this thing first, or I need to do this thing first, or I need to get... There's an excuse around this. I'm feeling the Five of Inspiration is about training for something, practicing for something. It feels like, no, I need to do this job first, or finish this project first, or I need to shoot this video first. I'm just thinking about an ex here. There's a new customer coming, I need to do that first. There's been excuses around stuff that they've got to put into practice first. I've got to do this thing first, rather than take action on that. So there's a definite kind of a delay. How interesting, right? Because Knight of Swords is rushing on in there. And when you first clicked on this video and I said about the Knight of Swords that it was very fast, you're like, no, it hasn't even started yet. You know, it was slow. Part of it was fast though. That connection, the words, the communication was fast. So no action and excuses being made here, huh? Tell us about that. omens. You saw the signs, and there's a part of you that was like, there's red flags. I'm hearing those red flags. Yet there you are with the High Priestess and the Moon going, but this is a soulmate connection, and it is. You got the soulmate card out there. How confusing. So part of the behavior made you very joyful, and then part of the behavior was just like screaming, red flags, red flags. What the hell's going on here? They're holding something back. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So they've got delay tactics. They've got delay tactics is what it is. They don't want to tell you about this thing that they're ending. They're wanting to end it first without having to own up to it. So the person was trying to move on before they were ready to move on is what it feels like. And they don't want to admit that to you. Or they didn't. I've got a feeling that you know about it now. Do you? Let me know in the comments below. Do you know about it in the present? Well, we'll see soon in the cards. What else? Reveal what needs to be seen. Reveal it. They're not though. They didn't, did they? Reveal what needs to be seen. Now going back to the top of the show here. Garden of the Night. Bringing out the darkness in them there. Like something that they're ashamed of. And that's when you could have been like, you're holding something back. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. It'll be alright. Just tell me what it is. And then, probably pushed you away at that point. Scared to tell you what it is. They don't want to be rejected by you. That's why. They don't want to be rejected by you because of it. Patience. Wait. Delay tactics. Patience. Gotta wait for this person, huh? And communication. Communication is there though, but you had to wait for action. All talk, no action. In the past, it was all talk and no action. But something kept you there, kept you going. Something kept you waiting and kept you patient for this. The good parts of it were good enough to keep you feeling positive about this villain. But you know that there's something up. You know that there's something up. Something that you fear about this person because of something that have held back. Feels risky to make that move toward each other. It does. It felt risky for you to do that. You knew not to do that. You knew it was theirs to take action. Because why? Because they're delaying you. Because they're coming out with excuses. So you knew not to do that. There's rules around this. You've got personal rules because you've learned from the past. But you're irresistible. They're irresistible. So you have wanted to come together. The communication there, the desire is there, it was there, but excuses and having to be patient. Okay, what about the present moment? What's going on in the present moment for flowers? In this union, 3 of Pentacles, making plans. Okay, so learning from each other, teaching each other, making plans together. That's good. 3 of Cups for a reunion. So here you are in the planning stage. Let's get together. For a reunion, let's actually get together. Not really a reunion, it feels like it might be the first time you met in person. 3 of Pentacles, tell us why the 3 of Pentacles is here for the present moment. Making plans. Yeah, to end a cycle and start a new cycle. So making plans now. So it does feel to me like you know what this thing is, this delay thing. What they needed to end now. Now you're planning to come together. What's this? Tell us what's behind this. To end a cycle. Planning to end a cycle and come together. Starting a new cycle, but retreating at the moment. So it's a planned retreat. It's a planned escape or retreat or being together. You might be going somewhere together to meet up with each other. Or, yeah, it could be a slow start kind of thing. Planning a sort of slow start because you know that something needs to end first. A cycle needs to complete. It was the Death card before, now it's the World card. So this tying up of loose ends is what I'm getting from this big ending that's gone on in their lives. It feels to me like you might need to lay low, retreat. So you might be coming together but keeping it quiet. Other people might have a opinions on it or something like that until these loose ends are tied up. I don't know why I'm getting loose ends from that World card, but I am. So I'm saying it. 3 Cups. A reunion. Coming together. Good times as well. Oh, five of Voices though. Chaos and conflict around it. Like I was getting, you might need to go somewhere else. Why? There's so much conflict behind this. Other people's opinions maybe, or it's just something to do with that cycle that needed to end. I feel like while the loose ends are there, it might be frowned upon to be together or something like that. Could be a lot of judgment around this. Integration, to integrate each other's lives, it feels like you're both being watched by people. Well, no, it could be just like you being watched by your friends and family, then being watched by the friends and the family, and everyone's got an opinion on this. You both might be considered by those around you to be moving on too fast, moving into something new too fast. Just with that Death card and the World card. Yeah, there's opinions around this. There's a bit of chaos and conflict. So integrating your lives together and actually coming together, it feels a little bit tricky. So there's a kind of a slow, quiet approach to be had here. Got to be carefully planned kind of thing. Probably better to be planned to have, like as I said, like go away somewhere together, meet up somewhere else together, so you can have alone time together. I don't know why you would need that, but that could be what's going on at the moment. Is you're planning to do that, to have alone time together. Ooh, so you can have a romantic time instead of it being all stressy. Yeah. So you're wanting this romance with them. You want that. You might have not been able to have that yet, and you want that romance. Yeah, it feels like you might be going away together, a little short break or something like that, to have like a honeymoon kind of time together. Or just to get to know each other, because if you haven't seen each other in person, just getting to know each other, via messages, dating sites, stuff like that. But actually, and there's calling each other up as well. But face to face, it's different. You've got full moon in Gemini here. Embrace the flow of life. So embrace the flow there. Life might get in the way. So not excuses anymore, but more, I actually do need to do this first. So I can only go away next week or whatever. Something like that. It's a planning stage, remember. This, I'm not saying like you're going away right now. You're planning on doing that. There's a bit of, you need to go with the flow there. And don't have temper tantrums kind of thing if it can't happen right now. Or when you want it to happen. Yeah, there's a balanced approach to be taken here for the long term. For the long term sustainability of this relationship. Sounds very corporate talk, that. Hope, but have hope. Have hope for this. There is hope. It might feel like it's not kind of flowing, and that might make you feel like it's the universe against this union or something. It's not. It's just trying to slow it down, is what I feel. And get it kind of more of a clean start. Mistake. Yeah, you don't want to make mistakes here. You don't want to go down the wrong path, especially. You don't want to speed into this. It could be a dead end if you do so. So take it nice and slow. Hold on. Holding on. Someone's slow to give things up. Someone's slow to let stuff go. Could be both of you. Could be both of you. You both might be fixed signs, or one of you might be a fixed sign and could find it hard to let go of people and things. So you might be slow in making change in your life. And this reluctance to take a new path just in case you make a mistake. So someone could be real slow and fixed. Okay, so that's your present moment now. Planning on coming together, but in a very low-key kind of way, so that you can have special time together without all of these external influences, which are obviously around here in this. As loose ends are tied up, and as you integrate into each other's lives, or find out if you can actually do that, if you are compatible with each other, something like that. Anyway, so if that sounds like it is your story, or could be your story flowers. You might want to get that deeper dive to find out the future part. I'm just going to do the same thing, but for the future, and find out when that future part is as well, or the time thing too. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to get your email address right, so type it in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on the picture of a video, it should take you straight away to a video, and if it doesn't, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well, even if it's just to say hey and you don't want to reveal your personal information down there, because it really helps my channel out when you leave a comment and when you click that like button. So thank you for doing that. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week, and if you've got any ideas of what you want me to do them on, let me know in the comments below as well. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well to hear more from me, my other stuff, which is a daily energy update every single day of the year, and also a live show 3 times a week called Psychic Cafe. Come along to that. You can find the next show. I do mini reads in there, so come along. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there. You can click on set a reminder on there to be reminded when I'm coming live, so you can come along. It's for donations for those mini reads, by the way. So there you go. Thanks again for watching. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive for the future part, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out about your love life, the past, the present, and the future. Now, the past part is about, the past and the present, of course, you know what's gone on and what's going on, but this is more about the wisdom behind it and the reasons behind it in this reading. And the future part of it is going to be in the deeper dive, in the extended reading. So if you find that the past and the present parts of it are your story, you might want to get that for the future part. Totally up to you. So let's get some general cards out first. Oh, if you want to get that deeper dive toward the end of the reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some general cards out first about this connection that you got going on. The golden moment. Ooh, divine timing kind of thing. So when you met this person, could have been divine timing. The past part of it might be about when you met, but it might be about another significant time in the past. It's usually about when you meet in these readings, but we'll see. Tending the garden. Okay, so there's work to be put in on this relationship. It feels like neither of you are fully ready for this relationship, but it's divine timing for you to come into each other's lives to help each other get ready for a relationship like this. There's still things to be tended to here in your personal journeys and your personal healing journeys and personal development journeys is what I'm getting. Not quite ready for each other, but you were ready to come into each other's lives. Maybe to dangle that carrot in front of each other's nose kind of thing. They come into your life for you to go, oh, I need to sort myself out now and, deal with this past stuff. Or you come into their lives and they realize, wow, I really need to raise my game to be with shells, that kind of thing. So you're leading each other forward. Could be a twin flame union because of that. So tell us about some time in the past that is significant. Wow. It's a strong start. We've got the Emperor and the Hierophant. Whoa. Wow. Divine masculine energy here. Wow. The Emperor and the Hierophant together. This is someone that's learned spiritual lessons, so now they're in the divine masculine energy, taking charge of things. That is very powerful energy. I don't think I've ever seen those two come out together like that before. An extremely powerful masculine here. There could be very successful, could even be famous. They could be, or just very commanding kind of thing. Whoa. And then the Empress, divine feminine, and the Tower, things falling apart. What happened when you met? Was the divine feminine in trouble kind of thing? Something falling apart in her life. Emperor steps in with his spiritual lessons, save the day kind of thing, but not like a knight. Like, wow, we've got a divine couple here. The Empress and the Emperor, side by side there. The Empress is going through tough times with the Tower. The Emperor, learning spiritual lessons. Wow. Because what I was saying about the golden moment and that tending to the garden, you came into each other's lives when other stuff was going on, obviously. But you needed to come into each other's lives at that point. Now, it might have felt very frustrating for that timing. This is a strong relationship. Hey, it might have felt very frustrating in the timing of it, because it's like, how come you've shown up in my life now when we're not really ready? You've got those lessons to do. I've got something falling apart. This seems like it's an excellent relationship. This is what I want to be with. You're like, you're a divine couple, you two. Wow. Twin flames. Oh, find out more. The Emperor and the Hierophant. What is this energy about? You both got 2 cards as well. The guides want to talk a lot about this relationship. It could have been very impactful from the moment you met each other. Look at all these cards that are coming out. The Emperor has 6 of emotions. That feeling like you're my soulmate, you're my twin flame. I've known you, and I'm pretty sure I've had past lives with you. There's that instant recognition. 3 of materials, wanting to plan a future with you. Strength that make them feel stronger. You make them feel like the man, or there's that need to step up into that. So you've called them forth into the divine masculine energy. And it's like, I need to plan for something now. I need to leave the past behind. I need to step into my strength here. I need to step up and be on my life purpose now. There's the divine feminine is coming into the divine masculine's life here and got them to step up into that power, into their strength. Whoa, wow. Okay, what's behind that? Grounding and ground themselves. So they could have been quite flighty before, and they might have been like laddish kind of thing, like just masculine, not divine masculine, and thought, not really grown up properly. It feels like you got them, or you've instigated them to be less flighty, more grounded, more get into that divine energy kind of thing. You've instigated, the divine feminine has instigated the masculine to step into the divine masculine here. What about the Empress here? The divine feminine, she was having troubles here, awakening to something. So going through a spiritual awakening or some kind of an awakening, something falling apart. I mean, that's when awakenings happen, right? So a significant thing. This could be like a health crisis or a divorce or losing your job, or like significant war breaking out in your country, a pandemic. Wow, there's so much going on in the world, isn't there? It could be all kinds of things, but something significant here, and it could be a myriad of things as well, causing this awakening in the feminine, causing her to feel unsteady in herself. She might have been very steady before that, and suddenly she's feeling vulnerable. About the home. So this could be war breaking out in your country, or losing your home, or a relationship breakup, so that you're moving out. It could be a natural disaster, it could be house burning down, it could be all kinds of things affecting the stability though, and the groundedness. And it feels to me like the feminine needed to get into that, maybe to a more vulnerable place, to be open to this masculine. The divine feminine could be very stable. I mean, to get into the divine feminine energy, we need to go through all of that healing stuff and then get to that point of empowerment, and then, stepping into abundance and all that kind of things, which leaves us very grounded and very, in a way, shut down to relationship, because we're making ourselves happy, we're loving ourselves. That is the divine feminine, right? And so divine feminine needs to be cracked open a little bit. And I think this disaster, whatever it is, this tower, has cracked her open a little bit, leaving her a bit vulnerable, so that she'll even consider letting this one in, this masculine in, who is coming into his divinity now and stepping up. What a story. Wow. Okay, more about the past then. Sacred union, there it is. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. You guys, Emperor and Empress, this is Twin Flames. I'm telling you, this is a sacred union. The universe wants you together, and it's been perfect timing, the golden moment for you to come together, but not that you were both ready. Perfect timing for you to come together and be aware of each other so that you do get ready. Something just popped up on my computer screen there, and it was my watch. Confusing me, I was wondering what was going on. Tell us more about this past energy then, of this sacred union, of our twin flames that we have here with the shells. Detoxify. Oh, something to get rid of in your lives. Does someone have an addiction? Did you both have addictions? Did you both have a little bit of icky energies going on in your lives? Still training from the past, still in your lives from the past, and you're having to clean that up now, and coming into each other's lives, making you realize that better clean that stuff up. Better stop doing that thing, drinking that thing, taking that thing, or hanging out with those kind of people, or doing that thing, Triggered each other into a detoxification in your lives. Tell us more. So this is obviously saying you came into each other's lives at the right time. It may not have felt like it on the surface of it because you're not completely ready for each other, but you're helping each other get ready. And learning to trust each other in that as well. Wow. Learning to trust each other. So there's something in it's better not to be ready for each other when you first meet, so that you can see each other developing and gain that trust in each other while you're developing. Heartbreak. So there's some heartbreak going on. Or you could have been heartbroken that it wasn't fast and straight away with this person. But I feel like it's more heartbreak of stuff that's going on, the tower moments and stuff like that, and maybe the heartbreak of, why can't this relationship just be the answer to all my problems kind of thing? Could be that kind of stuff. It's meant to be a slow one, this one. All the good ones are supposed to be slow in the coming of it. Heartbreak again, double heartbreak. So there's been heartbreak along the way. Someone's going through something. Maybe both of you are going through heartbreak or worse at this point. What else in the past energies? Defensiveness, yeah. A guardedness. And I think this is the feminine. That's what I'm feeling, is the feminine got to this very standalone kind of grounded place where it's like, I'm loving myself. I've got a great life now. I'm not going to just let anybody in. It's got to be the emperor that I let in. And defensive because of that. Like, with your gun there, going, are you the emperor? You better be the emperor, because you're not getting in if you're just a knight or a page or anything else, really. I'm waiting for the emperor. And you better have done the Hierophant things as well. Okay, so what about the present? That's the past. What about the present? Tell us about the present energies with the shells in this union. Oh, feeling left out. Not together at the moment. Really wanting to be together at the moment. Yeah, but not. You really want that. It's you wish, both of you, to be together at the moment, but you're not. Still on your separate journeys, having to walk this path alone, but aware of each other now, so that's something. Wanting to set off on this new journey, wanting to dive right in and take the risk and be together. The Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, what's this about? Ace of Materials, a great big offer. Right. It's a wish to be together for both of you, but not just at any cost. Not just in any kind of a way. This has to be started off right, and you both know it too. Ace of Materials is like, this has got to be a significant offer. This is a significant relationship, the most significant kinds of relationships that you can possibly have on this planet, the Emperor and the Empress. So there's an inner knowing from both of you that this has got to be big, and it's got to start off big. It's got to be a big offer. Not a booty call or anything like that. This has got to be a big offer and done right. And so feeling left out because someone's not in a position to make that big offer yet. Or they're getting ready to make this big offer. What's behind that? So it feels like a not yet kind of thing. Still have to walk your own path to get this stability ready for the big offer. Masculine energy. Okay, so it's the masculine energy. It's the Emperor. Wants to come in with a big offer here. Can't do it yet. Not yet. Wants to do it, absolutely. Isn't in the position yet. So I'm throwing something out in the life, ready to make this big offer, ready to have all of it to offer that thing. And here's the Fool, wanting to start this new journey, this new adventure together. Yeah. Adventure, knowing that it's going to be so exciting and like adventurous together. And it's just a new start, and it's a chance at life again. And it's just beautiful energy. The Fool energy is beautiful energy. I love it. Ace of Voices, there's like a truth, an inspiration in this, and a start, and it's an important start as well, and it's the truth of both of you, and you both know it, you both are meant for each other, and this is right. This relationship is right. So you're waiting at the moment, going on your paths alone to get this more of a stability. Well, the masculine is anyway. Maybe the feminine's still opening up, dropping those defenses, I don't know. But there's an inner knowing that you both want this adventure together. You want this new start, and it's going to be so exciting, and you're both inspired to do it, and it's the truth of both of you. But something needs to end first before it can actually start. Okay, so something needs to end first before it can actually start. Always the way. It's always the way. It's going to take time. You're trying too hard, give it time. So there's nothing you can do about this. You can't push it. Whatever's going down here, this stability that they need, it can't be rushed. They can't push it. Otherwise you would, because you both want this. It can't be. It's a matter of time. Don't try too hard. You've got sexual union here. Honor the place in one another where you're one eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. You may have come together in sexual union, you may have not yet, but there's a very strong driving force behind you both doing that. So a lot of attraction between you both. Off the charts is what I'm hearing. Very strong drive to come together, literally. But right now you're having to make time for self-love. It's the individual path, that Five of Pentacles, the walk in the snow alone. Making time for self-love, focused on that, both of you at the moment, and breathing through the tension, sexual tension there. There's a lot of sexual tension around this right now, so it's really amping up, really, the sexual energy is really amping up in this connection, really. I'm feeling it. Okay, I won't keep on saying really. Flirt. That sexual energy is amping up. It is. So, yeah, at the moment, flirting more with each other, opening up, wanting to get together. Sexually, big drive for that right now. So a lot of driving force behind this. But it's in the friend zone at the moment because of fears. Fears of wrecking it. It's in the friendship zone right now, even though it's flirty, yes. And the sexual tension is there, and you're both having to manage that. There's some fears here. Watching each other. Better not get away from me. Better not to be too late. Someone's got fears here. I hope I don't miss out. You're not going to miss out. This is the Emperor and the Empress. You're made for each other. No one else like both of you. Quite unique to each other. Oh, there's immediate some communication and a bad attitude. So someone's... Okay, one of you is feeling really needy. Like, come here now kind of thing. Like, trying to cling to the other one. The other one. There's communication in between that. So you're communicating. If you're not communicating directly with each other, it's through your feelings. So one of you is feeling needy, and the other one's feeling that pull, that neediness. The other one's got a bad attitude. So the other one's a bit warrior-like about it, a bit Aries about it. Like, come here and I'll punch you kind of thing. Frustrated. The frustrated is coming out in antsy, angst, frustration, like that. The other one's like, needy. And that's your communication between you both. So you're both feeling each other. The frustration is here. It's very frustrating at the moment. I'm sorry about that. Wow. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story. You might want to get the future part of it and find out what's next. What's next, and when is that next chapter in this, and what's going to happen, and let's find out, shall we? Just going to do the same thing again, but for the future. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. So type that in very carefully. And the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So check in those places. Promotions is Gmail, by the way. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you're going to see a picture of a video. Click on that. And if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device, and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Tell me about this, or just say hi. Really helps out my channel when you do that. Any interaction that you give in my videos, very much appreciated. And do as much as I can putting these videos out, but unless you're interacting with them, YouTube just isn't going to show anyone, and it's tricky. It's tricky. My success is in your hands, so thank you for any interaction that you do have with this channel. You're very much appreciated. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to do for them, let me know in the comments below. I also do an energy update for the collective every single day of the year as well. Check that out on my YouTube channel, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well. I do mini reads in there for donations, so if you've got a question for your higher self, or you want guidance for a particular relationship in your life, come along and that's by donation. You can find the next show laying in wait by clicking on the Be Healing channel down there. Click on that. When you click on the show, it's got, like I said, a reminder thing on there as well, so you can get reminded to come along. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching again. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. Very exciting relationship for you. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.